When you talk to your clients, do you have a schedule of events throughout the year that you use to kind of structure a firm's attention to financial matters? Like, you're doing, I assume, a monthly reconciliation, giving that data. Do you have any kind of set intervals throughout the year that you use to kind of create a structure? And just as a rough, loose example, beginning of the year, maybe that's, a big deep dive of the year in retrospect, planning for the future. What do you think about that? Because, I'm curious what a good ideal structure is, because one of the just challenges I see with, law firm owners, and, I think you could add this for every small business owner, is like, you're trying to do the work and you're trying to market and and so it can feel really challenging to get into a simple rhythm and feel really overwhelming. But I think, you probably have something, kind of a framework that, would make that easier, I would imagine.
We do. We have a framework that we use with all of our clients in the onboarding process and every single month to help understand the stories that the numbers are telling us. But I also like to start every call with every client asking how things are going, what's giving them heartburn, what's stressing them out. We could talk about the reports, or I've already read the reports. I already know what's in the reports. I know what's going on with the business financially. We're going to use those reports to problem solve and get to the root cause behind whatever's giving them heartburn. And if nothing's giving them heartburn, we're going to problem solve and root cause behind how do we get that growth trajectory and those goals. A lot of times there's a little bit of a background framework in terms of calendar year, because you do need to prep a budget at the end of the year. So come September, October, we're looking back at all of the expenses, and is this really where we wanted to land? And what do we want to keep? What do we want to get rid of? What do we want to have go forward, so that we can have a budget to start the new year? And then around mid-year, we're looking at the current year's budget and saying, okay, is this the track we want to be on? Every single month, we're looking at the budget outlook, but we're really diving in and saying, are there things we need to cut, especially the longer term things like marketing, where it's, okay, do we need to get in touch with marketing because we're not getting the ROI we thought we would? We've given it 6 months. It's had time to play out. It is or isn't doing what we wanted it to do. And then we can measure up in the summer and figure out where we want to go from there, and touch base in terms of what do we need to pivot to? Should we do different SEO words? All the things you guys are really good at that I am not, but making sure that we're getting that ROI out of it probably come midsummer. And then I will also say we go through kind of a quarterly check-in to true things up with clients that are doing bonuses quarterly, or they're doing, trying to think of other things we do quarterly. They might have a quarterly conference budget. Did we actually go to those conferences? Things that are not necessarily monthly trends, we'll usually check in and true up in the quarters.
Gotcha.